and he apparently picks, like counts the rice. So if there's a plate of white rice, he wants to count every little rice thing, which I imagine that takes like 5 hours to count, and you lose count when you're on like number 2000. And that if it's not the right thing, he won't eat it. And it has nothing to do, and he doesn't make the connection between the fact that he is starving and yet is a picky eater. So look, my heart goes out to Emily. This is like a real life thing. The kid is 10 years old, he's a twin. And that's like, what do you do? And she's opened up that, it's really hard because I know he's starving and I know he wants to eat. And yet she doesn't want him to be the weird kid at school, so people make fun of him. Listen, sweetie, I had the shit beat out of me in high school, because I was, the gay one. I turned out just fine. Arguable for some of you, but trust me, getting bullied in high school or school is actually, I feel, a good thing. Most bullies turn out just great, because you learn to fight back and say, fuck off. I don't care. Anyway, she's going through a lot, and my heart goes out to her. This is a real problem. You could already see that her and Shane are dealing with this differently. He says, well, he didn't want to eat the bird french fry. I gave him $20 and he ate it. So, and Shane's like, well, we know what it is now. We're on top of it. Let's just, let's just deal with it. And Emily's like, yeah, it's not that simple. So she has a real thing here that she's going through. Tammy Sue goes into therapy. She's wearing all black leather for her therapy. And she sits down and she starts crying right away. And she says she's been crying 24/7 since the last therapy session. Now, here's the thing we learn about Tamara's dad left. We knew about it in Sydney. The daughter doesn't speak to her, and Teddy is sick as she's filming this with the stage 4 brain cancer and all of this. Look, and I love that they break the fourth wall. And Tamara's like, I said it on my podcast, and then the whole world came after me and said, oh my God, I'm going to therapy. And, look, let's not forget that Tamara is the rat that scurries. She's going slow today, guys. Yes, we are human, Tamara. Sure. We understand that people change and people evolve. But are these real tears, rats, that scurries, or are these fake tears? Sorry, girl. You can't just come on. Let's go into season 19 and I'm in therapy. And all of us now have to say, wow, what a wonderful, wonderful person Tamara Sue Waddle is. No, girl, that's not how it works. We need a little more. We've been with you for, 19 seasons. You were fired, so you were off for a season. That's when you were desperate, and that's when you were nice, because it humbled you about how you were ever going to make money again for your life. And now you're back, and you also have a hit podcast. So now you're not humble anymore. So look, despite the fact that the rat that fucking scurries is a rat and lies. She actually hates me. I actually don't hate you, girl. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm just doing a job here. So I'm just telling you, girl, that it's going to take more than just these tears in one scene for us to say poor Tamara and she's going through a lot. And two things can be true. Your really good friend, Teddy, could be going through the fight of her life, and we could have compassion for you for that, the way that Shannon does. And we're not going to address your fallout with Shannon at the moment. Shannon's not going to address him, but it doesn't make you a good person just because your friend's going through a lot. So we have sympathy for that aspect, but we gotta see if you're still scurrying and you're still the rat and your tail is fucking wagging and you're chasing your piece of Gouda in the backyard, or if you're really coming around, because we had a big montage flashback there of all the horrible things you did, girl. And there's a lot. So sorry. Call me sorry if we're not going to buy in from one cry session, okay? And we did all come after you when you said you were going to therapy because you've been horrible for many years. But she says she's a good person, this Tamara, so I don't know. Is she a good person? Has the rat changed her ways? Does her tail stopped wagging? And is she satisfied with her Gouda? And we should all just cut her some slack. I don't know. Let's see. Pedantry is planning her wedding to Ryan, and they're getting dolled up. Ryan is really hot fucking. Ralphie in that basement. Oh man, I'm coming for you, Ralphie. I'm taking a flight to Atlanta, baby, and I am coming to that basement. I'd like to hang out and have a drink with Drew first, but I'm coming to the basement after. And that Evan Goldschneider and that Harry Hamlin, John Barlow, and now, folks, let's add Ryan. He's just, this Ryan is walking around without that shirt on. Pedantry is really hot fucking herself. Tamra, you're not invited to the wedding, we've learned. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Ryan lets us know. Let's not forget Tamra had a baptism 10 years ago. She's still evil. This is very true. Heather and Tamra and Emily meet. I love when they meet and they're like, oh, great to see you. It's like, yes, great to see you. None of us hang out when we're not filming. This is episode 1. This is the first time I've seen you in like 9 months. I mean, you do get that feeling when they're all greeting each other, right? Yes. And it turns out that Heather says that she had I think it was Heather. It was either Heather or Tamra. One of them met up. One of them got a call from Katie, and Katie wanted to meet up at the Quiet Woman. And Heather's like, of course she wanted to meet at the Quiet Woman. And then Emily's like, or one of them says, does anything good ever happen at the Quiet Woman? And they show Shannon throwing her plate. This is your goddamn food. I'm sorry. When we just did our chat about Andy Cohen's 3 banned housewives, and I loved your guys' comments, slip into the comments again. Who are the 3 banned housewives? I still say it's Dodd, it's McSwiney, and it's the slob kebab. We all know the slob kebab is Jennifer Aiden. That's not nice, David. That is not nice to call someone a slob kebab. It's really not a nice thing to say to people about someone. I mean, they show this flashback. They show flashbacks on Beverly Hills with Teddy. They're showing Teddy here. They even show Vicky. I mean, who wants to hear about Vicky? They don't even show Kelly in this scene. They wait till she walks out. They edit it. They tighten it up. I mean, if you don't think that's a sign that Kelly Dodd will never be shown on fucking NBC again, I mean, they hate Kelly. They hate her. I mean, they hate her because she's fucking unhinged. They don't hate her. She's just off brand because she's a psycho. So I love that they're showing this scene and like they literally cut Dot out, even though she's there. Girl, I mean, if you still think you got fired for political reasons and it's all about your politics, wake up and smell the coffee. Half the country shares the politics you do. We had an election, we had a popular vote, girl. Nobody cares about that. It's because you're unhinged and you're a liability. But I just think that's funny that they cut that out. Anyway, David, focus, focus, focus. We even showed Jen fucking Shaw in the flashbacks. And now we're back again to like the blogger and Katie and I mean, then there's a lunch between Gina and Emily and Katie. And apparently, Katie didn't know that Emily was coming, and she feels very ambushed. I don't blame her. I would feel ambushed too. And apparently, Jen Pedantry called Katie a con artist. Look, Katie, ooh, I don't know, Katie. I don't know, girl. I don't know how this, ooh, I don't know. You're not going to have a good season, and I don't know about the future. I don't know. Let's slow down, David. Slow down. Let's not get it. But season 3, I said, oh my God, my eyes are open. Britt Eady's never coming back to Housewives. Yeah, she didn't go to the reunion. She's suing. I don't care if Britt Eady went to the reunion and wore a